Master your life every morning with Stoic Affirmations for successful employees. Welcome to Live Stoic, Live Strong. What if you could walk into your workplace each morning with a mind so fortified that no storm, petty office politics, crushing deadlines, or stinging betrayals could shake your inner peace? Imagine a version of yourself so anchored, so unshakable, that every challenge becomes a spark for growth, every setback a lesson in strength. This isn't a fantasy. It's the promise of Stoic wisdom, a philosophy forged in the fires of adversity and ready to transform your career. Stay with me, because these next few minutes could mark the turning point of your professional life, unlocking a mindset that makes you unstoppable. Have you ever felt like you're drowning in the relentless grind of work? The snarky email that ruins your mood, the overlooked late nights that go unrewarded, the constant pressure to prove yourself in a sea of egos. It can feel like a personal assault on your sanity. What if the key to breaking free isn't quitting your job or outsmarting your boss, but mastering your own mind? The Stoics, ancient thinkers who thrived amidst chaos, offer a blueprint to turn frustration into fuel, chaos into clarity, and setbacks into stepping stones. Their secret lies in a mindset you can build, starting right now, with a daily ritual that will change how you face every workday. Picture this: a morning practice so powerful it arms you with the courage to confront toxic coworkers, the resilience to rise from failure, and the wisdom to seize opportunities others fear. By the end of this video, you'll uncover 11 Stoic affirmations that will redefine how you navigate your career, turning you into a force no workplace storm can topple. These affirmations aren't just words. They're a call to action, a guide to living with purpose, and a shield against the chaos of the modern office. Watch until the end to discover the one affirmation that could reshape your entire professional life, and drop a comment below to share which one lights a fire in your soul. Let's dive in and claim the mindset that will set you free. Timed. The transformative power of Stoic affirmations ***. Every morning you stand at a crossroads. One path leads to anxiety, where the unpredictability of work, demanding emails, shifting priorities, or unrecognized efforts controls your emotions. A harsh word from a colleague can derail your focus, a missed deadline can erode your confidence, and office politics can drain your spirit. The other path is one of discipline, where Stoic affirmations anchor your mind, transforming obstacles into opportunities. With these affirmations, challenges become lessons, setbacks fuel growth, and peace follows when you release what you can't control. These aren't just words. They're a daily practice to forge a mindset that thrives in any workplace, no matter how turbulent. Why do you need this? The modern workplace is a battlefield. Deadlines loom like storm clouds, egos clash in meeting rooms, and fairness often feels like a myth. Without a steady mindset, you risk being swept away by impulse, negativity, or despair. But with Stoic wisdom, you gain clarity to navigate chaos, resilience to endure setbacks, and purpose to rise above the noise. These 11 affirmations, rooted in the teachings of Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius, are your guide to mastering your workday. They're designed for employees like you, professionals who want to control their destiny, outshine the politics, and build a career of impact. Each affirmation comes with a story, a lesson, and a practical step to make it real in your life. Let's explore them, one by one, and unlock the strength within you. ***1. I control my mind, not the chaos of the workplace. ***. The workplace is a whirlwind of unpredictability. Office politics simmer beneath every interaction, expectations shift without warning, and promotions often reward those who navigate the game, not those who work the hardest. It's easy to feel powerless, to resent the unfairness, to fight a system that seems rigged. The foolish employee wastes energy complaining about toxic colleagues, agonizing over missed opportunities, or raging against a boss's favoritism. They sink into frustration, letting external chaos dictate their emotions and derail their focus. They send angry emails, vent in the break room, or stew in silence, but none of it changes the reality. They're fighting a battle they can't win. The Stoic employee sees the truth. The workplace will never be perfectly fully fair, but your mind is your fortress. No one can breach it unless you allow them to. Epictetus taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. A missed promotion can be a humiliation or a lesson in resilience. A difficult manager can be an obstacle or a teacher of patience. A toxic culture can break you or forge you into someone unbreakable. I learned this the hard way. Early in my career, I poured my soul into a project, working late nights, perfecting every detail, dreaming of the recognition it would bring. When it launched, a senior colleague took credit, my boss ignored my contributions, and the project was shelved. The anger was instant, the urge to retaliate overwhelming. I wanted to storm into my boss's office and demand justice. I spent nights replaying the betrayal, imagining confrontations, letting the injustice consume me. But then I paused. Would my fury change the past? Would my resentment force fairness? No. The only thing I could control was my response. So I let go, refocused on my skills, and started a new project. That choice didn't just save my sanity. It made me stronger, wiser, and more resilient. This affirmation is about reclaiming your power. You can't control office politics, but you can control how you respond to them. You can't force fairness, but you can choose to rise above it. When I faced a toxic coworker who spread rumors about my work, I felt the sting of injustice. Instead of confronting them, I doubled down on my performance, letting my results silence their lies. The rumors faded, my reputation grew, and I learned that no one can make you feel small unless you let them. Another time, a client rejected my proposal, dismissing months of effort. I could have taken it personally, but I chose to see it as feedback. I revised the proposal, addressed their concerns, and won their trust. Today, when the workplace tests you, a snarky email, a rejected idea, a political slight, repeat this affirmation. I control my mind, not the chaos around me. Write it on a sticky note. Place it on your desk. Say it as you sip your morning coffee. Let it be your shield. Choose wisdom over impulse, resilience over despair. Master your reactions, and you become untouchable, a force no storm can sway. Start your day by asking, what can I control right now? Focus on that, and let the rest fall away. Asterisk, asterisk 2. I choose discipline over the seduction of comfort. Asterisk, asterisk. Every morning, two voices compete for your attention. 1. Soft and seductive. Whispers of ease. Skip that daunting task. Avoid that tense conversation. Stay in your comfort zone. It promises less stress, less effort, a smoother day. But this voice is a deceiver. Its path leads to stagnation, missed opportunities, and a career that never reaches its potential. The other voice, firm and unyielding, speaks of discipline. It demands you tackle the hard tasks first, face challenges head-on, and push beyond what feels safe. It offers no shortcuts, only the truth. Growth lies on the other side of effort. The Stoics understood that comfort is the enemy of progress. Seneca warned, comfort breeds weakness, while Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, I have work to do as a human being. Discipline isn't forged in grand moments. It's built in the quiet battles you fight each day. It's choosing to start that complex report instead of scrolling through emails. It's addressing a coworker's mistake with honesty instead of dodging conflict. It's focusing when distractions beckon, showing up when motivation fades. I once fell for comfort's trap. A critical deadline loomed, but I was exhausted. The voice of ease whispered, "You're tired. It can wait." I gave in. Tomorrow became the next day, then the next. The pressure mounted, the stress compounded, and when the deadline arrived, I was unprepared. My rushed work disappointed my team, and the regret stung deeper than the relief had soothed. That failure taught me, discipline isn't a burden, it's liberation. It's the gift of control, the key to progress, the foundation of success. I saw this contrast in two colleagues. One always chose comfort, delaying tasks, avoiding feedback, staying in their lane. They were liked, but their career stagnated. They complained about lack of recognition, but never took the hard steps to earn it. The other embraced discipline, tackling tough projects, seeking critiques, pushing their limits. They stayed late to perfect a presentation, volunteered for high-stakes tasks, and faced conflicts head-on. They earned respect, promotions, and influence. The difference was clear. Discipline builds leaders, comfort builds followers. I applied this lesson when I faced a daunting report that required weeks of research. The voice of comfort urged me to procrastinate, but I chose discipline. I broke the task into daily goals, worked methodically, and delivered a report that impressed my boss. That success wasn't luck, it was discipline. Today, silence the voice of ease. Choose the harder path, because that's where success lives. Start your day with one disciplined act. Tackle your toughest task, speak up in a meeting, or commit to 30 minutes of uninterrupted focus. Each choice builds momentum, forging a career defined by growth. Repeat this affirmation. I choose discipline over comfort. Say it as you dress for work. Write it in your planner. Let it guide your actions. Ask yourself, what's one hard thing I can do today? Do it, and watch how it transforms your day and your career. Asterisk 3. I embrace adversity as the fire that forges my strength. Asterisk. Most employees curse their challenges. They see tight deadlines, critical feedback, or failed projects as unfair burdens. Reasons to complain or surrender. Why me? They ask, as if workplace struggles were an injustice. But the Stoic employee sees adversity differently. It's not a curse, it's fuel. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Every struggle is a teacher. Every setback a chance to grow stronger. Think of a fire. It doesn't shrink when fed fuel. It burns brighter, fiercer. So too must you thrive in difficulty. Weak employees avoid challenges, seeking only ease. But this makes them fragile. They crumble under criticism, wilt at failure, and shy away from risk. But you lean into the struggle. I faced a career-defining moment when a project I'd spent months on collapsed. The client pulled funding, the team scattered, and my efforts seemed wasted. The temptation to quit was overwhelming. I felt defeated, ready to walk away. I spent days questioning my worth, wondering if I was cut out for the job. But then I remembered, adversity isn't an enemy, it's a mentor. Instead of retreating, I analyzed what went wrong, sought feedback, and pitched a new idea. That pivot didn't just save my reputation, it made me sharper, more resilient, and better prepared for the next challenge. Another time, a harsh performance review shook my confidence. My manager pointed out flaws I hadn't seen, gaps in communication, missed opportunities to lead. The criticism stung, and I wanted to dismiss it as unfair, but I embraced it. I studied my weaknesses, took online courses, and applied the feedback. 6 months later, I led a project that earned praise from the same manager. Adversity didn't break me, it built me. I saw this in a teammate who faced a public failure when their presentation bombed. Instead of hiding, they sought coaching, practiced relentlessly, and delivered a flawless pitch the next time. Their growth inspired me. Today, don't wish for an easy job. Wish for the strength to conquer a demanding one. When obstacles arise, a harsh critique, a failed pitch, a toxic colleague, embrace them. Let them forge you into a leader. Thank you for staying with Live Stoic, Live Strong. It means you're seeking more than words. We're here for that journey with you. Repeat this affirmation. I embrace adversity as the fire that forges my strength. Say it as you commute. Write it on your whiteboard. Let it fuel your resolve. Ask yourself, what challenge can I face today? Lean into it, learn from it, grow through it. The workplace will test you. Welcome the test and rise stronger. *****. 4. My actions will speak louder than my words. *****. The workplace is drowning in words, promises, excuses, endless plans. Employees talk about their goals, justify delays, or boast about future wins, convincing themselves that speaking is doing. But words are cheap, fleeting, forgotten. The Stoic knows that true power lies in action, not chatter. Epictetus said, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish. Don't waste energy proving your worth with words. Prove it with results. Many careers stagnate because people confuse talking about progress with making it. I worked with a colleague who was a master of words. They dominated meetings with grand visions, dazzling everyone with their ideas for the company's future. They spoke of leading projects, revolutionizing processes, climbing the corporate ladder. But when it came time to deliver, they hesitated. Deadlines slipped, projects stalled, and years later, they remained stuck, their plans unrealized. Meanwhile, quieter colleagues who said little but worked relentlessly, staying late, refining their craft, delivering results, surged ahead. They didn't need to boast. Their work spoke for them. The workplace doesn't reward rhetoric, it rewards deliverables. I learned this myself when I spent weeks planning a presentation, talking up its potential to my team, but failed to prepare thoroughly. I was so busy hyping the idea that I neglected the execution. The delivery fell flat, and my words meant nothing. That taught me. Results silence doubters. Outshine politics, and build your legacy. Another time, I faced a tight deadline on a high-stakes project. Instead of promising perfection, I said little and worked tirelessly. I collaborated with my team, double-checked every detail, and delivered a product that exceeded expectations. The client's praise spoke louder than any promise could. Today, let your work speak for you. Don't argue with office gossip. Outperform it. Don't announce your intentions. Execute them. Don't seek approval. Earn respect through action. Repeat this affirmation. My actions will speak louder than my words. Write it in your notebook. Say it as you start your workday. Let it guide you to prioritize results over rhetoric. Ask yourself, what can I deliver today? Focus on that, and let your results drown out the noise of empty promises. When you do, you'll find that the workplace notices. Not your words, but your impact. ***5. I am owed nothing. I must earn everything. The workplace owes you nothing. Not a raise, not recognition, not fairness. Weak employees cling to entitlement, believing they deserve rewards without effort. When reality disappoints, they blame the system, their boss, their luck. They complain about favoritism, moan about lack of opportunities, and wait for someone to hand them success. But the Stoic knows that everything worth having must be earned. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." The moment you abandon entitlement, you seize control of your career. If you want a promotion, put in the work. If you want respect, act with integrity. If you want knowledge, seek it relentlessly. I watched a coworker sulk after being passed over for a leadership role. They complained about favoritism, refusing to see their gaps in skills or initiative. They expected the role because they'd been with the company longest, but tenure isn't a qualification. Meanwhile, another colleague took on extra projects, sought feedback, and earned the role through effort. Their success wasn't luck, it was earned. I faced this lesson myself when I assumed my hard work would automatically lead to a raise. I'd put in long hours, taken on tough tasks, and thought that was enough. It wasn't. So I requested a performance review, identified my weaknesses, and built a case for my value. I took courses, led a new initiative, and presented data on my contributions. The raise followed, but only because I earned it. Another time, I envied a teammate's rapid promotion, wondering why they were chosen over me. Then I learned they'd spent years honing skills I hadn't: networking, mastering new tools, volunteering for high-visibility projects. That woke me up. Nothing is given, everything is earned. I started investing in myself, attending workshops, and seeking mentors. The next opportunity came, and I was ready. Today, strip away entitlement. Accept that nothing is owed, and claim what's yours. Every effort builds your worth. Every challenge strengthens your case. The workplace may not be fair, but you can be unstoppable. Repeat this affirmation. I am owed nothing. I must earn everything. Say it as you plan your day. Write it on your laptop. Let it fuel your drive. Ask yourself, what can I do today to earn my goals? Take one step. Learn a skill. Pitch an idea. Seek feedback. And watch how it shifts your trajectory from waiting to winning. ***6. My emotions will not rule my decisions. ***. Emotions in the workplace are like wild horses. Powerful, unpredictable, dangerous, if unchecked. Most employees are their prisoners, reacting impulsively to criticism, buckling under stress, or letting biases cloud their judgment. They snap at a colleague's slight, freeze under deadline pressure, or make rash decisions fueled by anger. But the Stoic is the rider, not the horse. Seneca warned, "Resist conforming to the majority, for they are driven by emotion, not reason." You don't suppress emotions, you master them. Frustration comes when a project fails. Stress surges before a deadline. Doubt whispers when you face a tough decision. But these feelings don't decide your actions. I nearly lost my composure when a colleague's harsh feedback stung my pride. They criticized my report in front of the team, and the urge to snap back was strong. I felt my face flush, my heart race, ready to defend myself. But I paused, breathed, and responded with calm, asking for specific suggestions. That choice earned respect and turned a tense moment into a chance to improve. Another time, a tight deadline pushed me to the edge of panic. The workload felt impossible, and I wanted to give up. Instead of crumbling, I broke the task into steps, focused on one at a time, and delivered. My calm under pressure impressed my boss and built my confidence. I saw this in a manager who faced a team revolt. Employees were frustrated with new policies, and emotions ran high. Instead of lashing out or retreating, she listened, addressed concerns with clarity, and rebuilt trust. Her calm turned chaos into unity. Discipline isn't ignoring emotions. It's choosing wisdom over impulse. Today, when emotions rise, remind yourself, I am in control. Acknowledge the feeling, then act with clarity. Frustration won't derail your performance. Stress won't halt your progress. Setbacks won't define you. Repeat this affirmation. My emotions will not rule my decisions. Say it as you face your first challenge. Write it in your journal. Let it anchor you. Ask yourself, how can I respond with reason today? Choose calm over chaos, and watch how it empowers you to lead with strength. Asterisk 7. I accept my mortality and choose to live with purpose. Asterisk. Death is the one certainty we share, yet most employees live as if time is infinite. They waste hours in meaningless meetings, postpone ambitions, assume opportunities will wait. They scroll through social media during work hours, delay critical tasks, and put off their dreams for someday. But the Stoic embraces mortality to sharpen their focus. Seneca wrote, "You live as if destined to live forever. But time is not endless. Every moment you squander is one you'll never reclaim. Memento mori. Remember, you will die." This isn't despair. It's urgency. If today were your last workday, would you waste it on distractions? Would you hold back your ideas out of fear? Or would you dive in with purpose, giving your all to every task, every interaction? I delayed a bold proposal, thinking I had plenty of time to perfect it. I tweaked it endlessly, waiting for the perfect moment. Months later, the opportunity was gone. Another team took the lead, and regret was my only reward. That taught me to act now, not later. Another time, I watched a mentor retire with unfulfilled dreams. They'd planned to launch a passion project, mentor younger colleagues, share their wisdom, but they kept waiting for the right time. Their regret haunted me, pushing me to seize every moment. When I pitched a risky idea to my CEO, fear screamed to wait. My stomach churned, my mind raced with doubts. What if I looked foolish? But I remembered, time is finite. I took a deep breath, walked into the meeting, and presented with conviction. The pitch succeeded, and my career soared. Today, let mortality guide you. Work with the intensity of someone who knows time is fleeting. Engage fully, contribute boldly, leave no potential unrealized. Don't let your best ideas die inside you, unspoken, untested. Imagine the legacy you want to leave, then start building it today. Repeat this affirmation. I accept my mortality and choose to live with purpose. Say it as you start your morning. Write it on your mirror. Let it drive your actions. Ask yourself, if this were my last day, what would I do differently? Act on that answer and make every workday count. Your time is now. Don't waste it. Asterisk 8. I choose courage over the illusion of safety. Asterisk fear is the silent saboteur of careers. It whispers, stay safe, don't rock the boat, avoid failure. Most employees obey, choosing convenience over challenge, and their potential withers in the shadows. They avoid speaking up in meetings, shy away from bold ideas, and stick to the status quo to avoid scrutiny. But the Stoic chooses courage. Marcus Aurelius said, "It is not death a man should fear, but never beginning to live." Every bold move, pitching an idea, seeking a promotion, confronting a problem, requires you to step past fear. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's action despite it. When fear says, "What if you fail?" courage replies, "Then I'll learn and try again." I hesitated to speak in a high-stakes meeting, fearing I'd look foolish. My idea could have streamlined our workflow, but I stayed silent, worried about judgment. A braver colleague shared a similar idea and earned respect. That silence cost me credibility and taught me a lesson. Later, I proposed a radical process change, my heart racing, expecting rejection. I spent nights preparing, anticipating every objection. The idea was embraced, and I earned a reputation as an innovator. Another time, I confronted a toxic teammate's behavior. Fear urged silence. "Don't stir trouble," it said. But courage pushed me forward. The conversation was tough, but it restored team harmony and strengthened my leadership. I saw courage in a junior colleague who pitched a bold marketing campaign, despite their inexperience. They faced skepticism, but presented with confidence, backed by data. The campaign succeeded, and they became a rising star. Today, don't shy away from discomfort. Take the initiative. Face the challenge. Let courage carve your path. Repeat this affirmation: I choose courage over the illusion of safety. Say it as you prepare for a tough task. Write it in your notes. Let it push you to act boldly. Ask yourself, what's one brave thing I can do today? Do it, and watch how it builds a career of impact. ***9. My past does not define me. My present actions do. Many employees are prisoners of their past. They dwell on mistakes, regret missed chances, or cling to old successes, letting yesterday dictate tomorrow. They replay failures in their minds, convinced they mark their limits, or rest on past wins, thinking they're enough. But the past is dead. It exists only in your mind. Epictetus said, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it. What matters is who you choose to be now, not who you were." If yesterday was a failure, make today a triumph. If mistakes haunt you, let today's actions redeem them. I let a missed deadline define me early in my career. I'd failed to prioritize, and the error cost my team a client. I replayed the mistake, convinced it marked my incompetence. Then I shifted. I studied time management, took on new challenges, and proved my worth. Another time, I rested on a past success, a project that earned praise. I thought it was enough, but my performance slipped, and opportunities passed me by. That taught me, the past has no power unless you give it. When I failed to secure a client later, I could have dwelled on it. Instead, I analyzed my approach, refined my pitch, and won the next deal. Each failure became a lesson, each action a step forward. I saw this in a colleague who'd been fired from a previous job. They could have let shame define them, but they didn't. They learned from their mistakes, upskilled, and landed a better role, outshining their peers. Today, release yesterday's burdens. Define yourself by what you do now. Repeat this affirmation: my past does not define me. My present actions do. Say it as you reflect on your goals. Write it in your journal. Let it free you to act with confidence. Ask yourself, what can I do today to shape my future? Take that step and rewrite your story with every action. ***10. I take full responsibility for my career. Blame is the language of the weak. Employees point fingers at bosses, colleagues, or circumstances, believing their struggles are someone else's fault. They blame a Stuart Little for lack of effort, bad managers for lack of opportunity, unfair systems for their stagnation. But the Stoic takes ownership. Seneca said, "You act like mortals in all that you fear, and like immortals in all that you desire." Your career is yours. No one else is responsible for its path. Taking responsibility doesn't mean everything is your fault. It means you own your response. If you lack skills, learn them. If you're stuck, seek growth. If you fail, find solutions. I blamed a stagnant role on a bad manager, convinced their micromanaging held me back. Then I realized I hadn't pushed for change. I sought training, proposed ideas, and my career shifted. Another time, a project failure tempted me to blame my team's errors. I owned my role, adjusted my approach, and led us to success. A friend complained about a toxic workplace, refusing to act. I urged her to take responsibility, update her resume, network, seek new roles. She did, and landed a better job. I saw responsibility in a colleague who missed a promotion due to weak presentation skills. Instead of blaming favoritism, they took public speaking classes, practiced daily, and won the next opportunity. Their ownership turned weakness into strength. Today, own every aspect of your work. Excuses are chains. Responsibility is power. Repeat this affirmation. I take full responsibility for my career. Say it as you set your intentions. Write it on your desk. Let it empower you to shape your future. Ask yourself, what's one thing I can own today? Act on it, and watch how it transforms your path. **11. No matter what happens, I will remain unshaken. The workplace is a storm. Colleagues disappoint. Projects fail. Priorities shift. Most employees sway with the chaos, thriving when things go well, crumbling when they don't. They're elated by praise, devastated by criticism, tossed by every wave. But the Stoic is a rock, unmoved by the tumult. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Nothing can break you unless you let it. Challenges will come. Deadlines will loom, egos will clash, plans will unravel. But you will stand firm." I faced a project meltdown, furious client, impossible timeline. The team panicked, but I stayed calm, reassessed, and delivered. That steadiness earned trust. Another time, a colleague's betrayal shook my confidence. They took credit for my idea, and I felt betrayed. I focused on my work, not their actions, and my results spoke louder. When a reorganization threatened my role, I didn't panic. I networked, upskilled, and secured a better position. True strength isn't avoiding hardship. It's being unshaken by it. I saw this in a manager who faced a budget cut that gutted their department. Instead of despair, they rallied their team, found creative solutions, and kept morale high. Their resolve turned crisis into opportunity. Today declare, no matter what happens, I will remain unshaken. Say it as you face your first challenge. Write it in your notebook. Let it anchor you. Ask yourself, how can I stay steady today? Stand firm and show the world your strength. Outro. Your Stoic journey begins now. ***. These 11 affirmations are your blueprint to a career defined by strength, wisdom, and resilience. The workplace will test you, but with Stoic principles, you'll turn every obstacle into an opportunity. Start tomorrow with these affirmations. Write them in a journal, say them aloud, post them on your desk, make them your morning ritual, your daily anchor. Reflect on each one as you prepare for work, and apply them to every challenge you face. Imagine a workday where you control your mind, choose discipline, embrace adversity, and remain unshaken. That's the power of Stoic wisdom, and it's yours to claim. Which affirmation resonated most? Share it in the comments below, and let's inspire each other to live with purpose. Pass this video to a colleague, a friend, anyone who needs a powerful start to their day. Subscribe for more Stoic wisdom to fuel your growth, and join our community of unshakable professionals. Now, go out and own your workday with clarity, courage, and unbreakable resolve. The world is waiting for your strength. Show it what you're made of. Thank you for your time. If one idea touched you today, come back next time. It may reach deeper. Share this with someone who needs a quiet moment. See you in the next video.